Yo, what's going on, guys? Today I want to talk about how to create the Bridger mindset, guys. We're going to go into it. How do you bridge the gap between where you are and where you want to be? Who you are and who you're born to become? How do you bridge the gap between your current reality and living the life of your dreams? So that's what we're going to talk about. Before we get into it, let me tell you a little bit about my backstory. Literally right here against this wall, I used to sit on that couch right there, and I used to play video games, and because I was bedridden, I used to go from my bed to the couch to my bed again. For 18 months I was bedridden. I was broken every single possible way, and I was literally in constant agonizing stomach pain, and I hated my life. I was broken every single possible way. I had no friends. None of my friends called me. I thought that I had friends. I had one friend. His name's Cade Martinelli. Shout out to him. He actually hit me up. But the rest of the people that I thought were my friends, they lost contact. They didn't reach out to me. And so I was broke. I didn't have any friends. I didn't have any money. I didn't have a social life. I didn't have any fun. I was broken every single possible way, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, and it sucked. But here's the thing, guys, is that I had to develop these 7 characteristics that I'm going to tell you about, and these 7 traits that allow me to bounce back and become better and go further and turn my mess into my message, my adversity into my strength and my skill. And so that's what I want to talk about today, guys, is I really want to talk about creating the Bridger mindset. So I was sitting down at my desk, and it kind of came to me as these 7 things. And so the Bridger mindset. B, bridge the gap. Here's the thing, guys, is that you have to bridge the gap. And what that means is that you have to be willing to do whatever it takes to build that bridge to get to the other side. You've got to be able to sacrifice who you are today for what you will become tomorrow, guys. That is the key. Okay, so the second thing you've got to be relentless when adversity hits, when failure hits, when things in life, when ambushes hit, as Jason Redman talks about. You've got to be willing to keep going. Never give up, never give in, never quit. The I in Bridger stands for inspiration. You've got to be inspired, okay? Because the journey is going to be long, it's going to be hard. And if you're not inspired, you're going to give up. You're going to lose that fire, that flame in your body, in your belly, in your soul. And what that really means is I kind of think about inspiration as kind of like in your heart and in your soul, you've got this massive bonfire, 12-foot high logs and every single possible shred of logs and different kindling and different things like that, and fire, and it's drenched with gasoline. But here's the problem: they have that potential to be caught on fire and to chase the life of their dreams. But most people, they get that doused down with water, and they get all their wood and their inspiration downside by the negativity and the haters and the naysayers. And all you need, though, is because it's got that gasoline, it's got that soul. That's what you're born for. All you need is that spark to ignite it, and then it's ignited. It's a massive bonfire, and you can't stop it. And as as Ray Cash Carrick talks about, he talks about creating a no-impact fire in your life. And what that is a no-impact fire is essentially a fire that's so big, so fiery, and so ferocious, and so massive that literally no amount of water, no amount of firefighters, no amount of anything that you can do will impact the amount of damage control that the fire will do. It's literally a no impact fire. It's unstoppable. So you've got to develop that. Is that you've got to, and so then the question becomes is if you have to become inspired, right? If you have to really light that bonfire inside your soul for what you're doing. How do you do that? Well, here's the thing, guys. Your inspiration, how you stay inspired, comes down to your whys. Why do you do what you do is the question. And here, let me give you a little question. Usually your why is going to be because I want to help blank. If you notice, all the people who have created massive wealth and success in their life, the reason a lot of these football players become successful basketball players is because I want to help my mom buy a house. I want to buy her a car. I want to retire so she doesn't have to work. People's whys are usually the people in their life, because here's the thing: you'll do more for others than you do for yourself. So find your why, and usually it has to do with helping someone else. Or it could be your legacy or your future kids. A lot of things that I do is for my future kids. I'm hoping that I'll have kids. God will bless me, but is for my future family and for my future well-being and self. So think about your why. Think about why you want to make a difference. Why do you want to make money? Why do you want to do what you want to do? Why is it so important to bridge that gap? Become the bridger. The person that builds that bridge and bridges that gap. So the D stands for determination. You've got to be determined on your journey to bridging the gap because, like I said, things are going to get ugly. You're going to have all kinds of people trying to tear down your bridge on the way to bridging that gap to the life of your dreams and who you're born to become. You're going to have tons of haters, naysayers. You're going to have people who betray you, backstab you. But you have to stay determined. And what that being determined is willing to do whatever it takes. You got to become obsessed with the outcome. No matter what it takes to bridge the gap, I will bridge the gap. I will land on the other side. And so what that comes down to is really just committing. It comes down to commitment. You've got to be determined. You've got to commit that you're going to do whatever it takes to bridge the gap and live the life of your dreams. You got to become committed. No matter how hard it gets, no matter how bad it gets, I will do whatever it takes and I will pay the price. Never sell out on your dreams, guys. The G in Bridger, the Bridger mindset stands for you've got to go after it. A lot of people I see, oh, it's not the right time. Oh, no, I'll wait tomorrow. They procrastinate. They say it's not the perfect time. Here's the thing. The perfect time will never come. There's never a perfect time. We live in an imperfect world, and the perfect time is now. The time is now. As my man Kent says, he's a real estate guy. You should check him out. But anyways, he says that the time is now, and it's absolutely true. So G is go after it. Go get it. You've got to take action today. Ready, fire, aim is how I live my life. I set my aim. I get ready. I prepare. I set my aim. I fire. Boom. So you got to ready, fire, aim. So you get ready, you fire, and then after you fire, you go after your goals, you take some sort of imperfect action. You kind of see how you failed and what you need to do to get better. So you've got to just go after it and start taking action. And how that applies to building the bridge is you've got to lay that first brick for building the bridge. You've got to lay the first brick because, as the famous saying goes is that every journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And how you get started is you go after it. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to let things, people make fun of you. You have to have that courage and that self-confidence. And the self-confidence, for those of you guys who don't know, I learned this from my mentor, Ed Milet. He says that self-confidence is built by keeping promises you make to yourself. Self-confidence is essentially self-belief. It's believing in yourself. And how you do that is by building a reputation with yourself. And when you build a strong enough reputation with yourself and with God, and you care more about what God thinks of you and yourself thinks of you, then guess what? Other people's opinions of you start to mean less and less until you really don't care, and you care more about what you think of yourself and what God thinks of you. What's God telling you to do? Are you obedient to Him? Are you following your goals and your dreams, what you think of yourself? And so that's really important. So the next thing after D, go after it, is E, energy. If you want to bridge the gap, you have to have energy. You have to generate energy. You have to manufacture energy, and you have to become an energy-bound being. Because here's the thing. Almost everybody that I've met, one of the things that they talk to me about when they meet me in person, oh my gosh, I love your energy, Bridger. You have so much energy. It's incredible. Everybody I've met. Greg says that he was on a live with me one time. We were hanging out in LA. Greg O'Gallagher from Kinobody, and he said that Bridger, you see, most people when they meet in person, they're a little bit less. This guy's 10 times more energetic in person. And then one of his business partners, he said that this guy's got more energy than God. So you've got to become somebody with massive amounts of energy, because energy is what's going to fuel, it's going to be the ammunition to you putting in the work, because achieving your goals and bridging that gap to becoming the man or woman that you're born to become or living your dreams, that comes down to having enough energy to lay that brick, to keep going and be relentless. You have to have the energy to do it. How do you do that? Well, you've got to take care of yourself. You got to sleep. You got to make sure you get enough sleep. A lot of these entrepreneurs say, hey, sleep less. You're going to have to sacrifice sleep. Some days you are going to have to sacrifice sleep to meet deadlines and hit goals. But you've got to invest in sleep, getting proper amounts of sleep, learning how to sleep smarter, because sleep is how you recover. 90% of muscle rebuild is done at night. I get a lot of ideas when I wake up in the morning, dreams and things like that. So you've got to generate and manufacture your own energy. So how do you do that? You get proper sleep. The second thing is nutrition. You've got to give yourself proper nutrition, and I recommend organic whole foods, things that are natural and what your body was designed to have. High quality foods, no preservatives, no hormones, different things like that. So the third thing is working out. You've got to train your body, condition your body to be an energy output machine. So when you're working out, you're outputting energy, you're training yourself to output more and more energy. When you're lifting weight, that is a measure of energy, how much energy you can output, right? So train your body. Nutrition, sleep, and working out are the key. Also, you've got to basically train yourself to get into a peak state control. Guy I'd recommend studying is Jordan Belfort, NLP, also Tony Robbins. Those are some great guys. Those are my mentors. And so really, guys, the next thing is, after you have the energy, generate and manufacture that energy, the last thing that you need is you have to be resilient. Because here's the thing, if you are not resilient, then guess what? Like I said, when the haters come. Because here's the thing, when you start to become successful, when you start making a difference in the world, and you start making some noise, and you start moving up, people are going to hate you along the way. And the more successful you get, as sad as this might be, the closer the haters get. They start from people you don't know, random people. Then they start to become friends of friends, then your acquaintances, then your friends, and they just keep getting closer and closer and closer. And so you've got to stay resilient as these haters and these naysayers come. You can't let them affect you. You've got to stay focused on your mission and your purpose. You've got to continue to build that self-confidence, self-belief in yourself by keeping promises you make to yourself. Be a man of integrity. When you say you're going to do something, do it, and that is going to be the key. So be resilient, guys. Never give up. Never give in. You've got to be resilient. When the going gets tough, get tougher, guys. When life hits you down, get back up. Keep going, guys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed The Bridger Mindset. These are the 7 things that I believe are keys and essentials to becoming successful, bridging the gap between who you are and who you're born to become, guys. Becoming the superhero of your own life, living the life of your dreams, and that's what I believe it's all about. It's not just about fitness. It's not just about the spiritual life. It's not just about one area or realm in your life. It's about maxing out those lives, becoming the ultimate version of yourself. And I believe that you need a Bridger mindset to do that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you smash the like button. If you aren't subscribed already, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. Turn on the notification bell so you get these mentoring, these mindset, these success tips. Because here's the thing, guys. If you guys don't know me, my name is Bridger Rogers, and I've made it my purpose in life to use my fiery passion, my harnessed intensity to inspire and empower others to become the superhero of their own lives. I want you to love your life, love who you are, and I want you to live the life of your dreams. So use and implement these 7 keys, develop these 7 characteristics in your personality, and I guarantee you're going to become the man or the woman that'll be able to bridge that gap no matter what. So, like I said, if you haven't hit the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, and stay tuned for weekly content on Mondays and day in the life vlogs on Fridays, guys. If you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram at Bridger_Rogers. And as always, love you guys all. God bless, and become the superhero of your own lives. Talk soon.